Hello and welcome to my vvvv beta graphics tutorial. My name is Takuma Nakata. I'm an interaction designer based in Kyoto. Today we're gonna learn how to work on this kind of stuff. So this is my desktop and I'm using sort of like a node called counter to detect the edges of it, and this is the vvv beta part. This is something called VL, and I had some feedback that previously I've uploaded a tutorial like this one, so it detects the edge of the people and things like that. And I made everything in vvvv beta. However, I had some feedback that some of this node doesn't work, and the reason why for that is because CV image pack vvvv, and the reason is because this image pack was the one that we needed this to work. However, it wasn't the best solution. It had some red nodes if you just install this, and depends on your platform. So today I decided to create another one which has the same result, but by using VL, which is basically like a new version of vvvv, and you can actually connect that and give a video input. Right now I have a video inside VL, but I can also connect these and get it from get it from the never mind. This happens. My camera has some driver error and keeps giving me this type of error. However, we can also get an image from vvvv beta directly into VL, and then getting all this counter thing working, processing, and then we can get those values out to vvvv beta as well. So today we're going to learn a little bit how to work on VL inside vvvv beta. Yeah, now it froze, so I'll just quit these. Yeah, let's just finish this. Yeah, okay, so let's get started. So for today, we need these DirectX 11 nodes, and also I had some problem making it work. VL, I'm not sure if the VL issue, but I couldn't make it work with the stable 64-bit version, the recent one. So rather than that, today I installed this vvvv beta. How do I get to speak? Yeah, so I'm using this one from the previews, and then I installed this 64-bit version. Yeah, something's wrong. I don't know how to. Oh yeah, and then I also installed this DirectX 11 64-bit. Yeah, okay, so let's start vvvv. So I'll just go to my folder directory. Where is my vvvv? Yep, here you go. So I'll just start vvvv. So if once you install the X11 nodes here, I'll put the link below. Just create a pack folder and then put the X11 inside, and then let's start vvvv. Okay, so from scratch, first of all, yeah, let's just start working on VL, like, because this is brand new. So if you type VL here, you should be able to see a few different stuff. And these one that has VL at the end. Today we're both opening this template. So click template, and then immediately you'll start. Loading VL, and then once it's done, you should get this node. So the ones with this small rectangle here are the nodes dedicated using VL. So if you have these, if you right click this, then it should start loading your VL, and then we should be able to get these screens. So this is the template. So right now it has a value input and a result output, and these are dedicated here. So if you put, for example, some values here, then the result should just being bypassed. But for example, we can, this is very similar to vvvv beta. So you can double click and then go for multiply, for example. Then if we dedicate this to like, I don't know, float, we can multiply this by 3, let's say, and now the result here is multiplied by 3. So we're doing all the calculation inside VL instead of doing it in beta. And there is few reasons, there is few things that it's better doing in VL, but I won't go too deep with that. Anyways, let's start creating the counter node right here. So we'll delete all these nodes that's written here. And then you can see now we don't have any input and output. So everything from, there's nothing we can put into this template. So first of all, let's create, first of all, let's load an CV image pack here. So if you type CV, you should be able to see these, different things. I'm not going to explain what these are, but there is this present box here. And these are the plugins that you can open up, but it's not there yet. So today we want to use a node called counter, but at the moment we don't see a counter node inside VL. But if we go to this present box and then if we click this, it will start loading. Like if you look at here, I finished really fast. But so once you click that present box, there is a bar loading here. And then once that loading is done, if you type counter now, you should be able to see a counter node inside VL. So this is the node that we're going to be using. I also want to preview render the output. So I'll type render. And then right now, as you can see, there's a few different things that you have to learn while using VL. But right now, we only have OpenCV installed. So we'll click this one. We only have one render. And then I got a render out like this. And with the stable version, I couldn't get the render screen out from VL. So that was the reason why I had to install the other version, the preview version. Anyways, now we have a render. So I also want to, get a camera input from the beta. What should I do? Yeah, right now I'll just finish everything just within VL. So what I'll be doing is, I think OpenCV has a video in. Yeah, it does. So if you type video in, there should be 3 different versions. Just go with the top one. And here, if you have a camera, I have a camera mounted up top of myself. So if you over cursor this output node here, up pin here, you can see that my camera is working already. FPS, yeah. And then enable is of course on. Yep. If you want to play with the file, video file, I think if you type, video player. If you type video player, then you should have a node. You can specify, I don't know, MP4 or MOV and things like that. And you should also be able to see those. So let me just load that for now. Recordings. Yeah, I have this video. Now it's playing automatically. So this is good, but I'm not going to be using this one. I'll be using the camera input for now. So this is the right output, and then video in can be directly connected to the render with VL. In vvvv beta, we needed a full screen quad, but right now here we don't need that. So as you can see now, we see my camera. So next, let's connect this to the counters. Oops, something's wrong. I don't know what that is, but it's all working. Oh yeah, okay. So the next problem is we need to, grayscale the counters input. Right now I'm giving it with a full color, but a counter doesn't like that and it gives you an error. So I need to grayscale that, but I don't want to do everything from scratch. So what I'll be doing is I pressed F1 on counter here, F1. If you press F1, then a sample patch opens up for your a counter node. So I'll just copy paste these. This grayscale and the threshold thing, this one. And then I'll Control W and delete that help patch, and then I'll copy paste that and put it here. And then I'll connect this to the counter. So now, as you can see, when I had this directly connected here, I had no output from the counter. But once I have this grayscale input, now the color is grayscaled. Now the counter gives you an output of tons of values. And then, oh wait, this comes from the other one. Yeah. I'll just move this one. And then I have tons of values. So now I have a lot of dots coming out from here. So I want to bypass this back to vvvv beta. I'll do that in a while. First of all, let's render those dots, these counters in VL. To do so, I will type a counter. And then if you type, contour. Yeah, if you type contour, then you should be able to see draw contours. So I'm gonna press this one. And then I'll connect the contours left output to draw contours. And then it also has a CV image input. So I'll connect this video in here and then connect this output from the draw contours to the render. So now, as you can see, we've got these little blue dots written. You can also right click and drag and change the color. This is almost the same. I mean, the way you control this is exactly the same as beta. So you can also change the thickness here of the dots. Anyway, it's working perfect. So yeah, and we've already got the same result as my last tutorial with like this tutorial just inside VL. And it means I also just yesterday I released a vvvv gamma tutorial, but this can be replicated exactly like very simply in vvv gamma as well. So I mean, gamma VL vvv beta might be a bit complicated, but I mean, it's a brand new version and it's really fast. Anyway, this is a vvvv beta tutorial, so I want to bypass these data into vvvv beta. So let's start working on that part. So first of all, I want to have my camera in vvvv beta, so I'll create a video in, and then yeah, video in node, and this one should be visible if you install DX11. And then I also want to have a render here, so render Vox on film as usual. So I'll have this one right here. And then I also want to draw a point, so I'll add a node called point DX11 2D rectangle. Yeah, and then I'll connect this one here. And then point has an XY input, so I need to connect a point XY position to get that kind of dot data. Okay, so to create a pin, to be able to preview that in vvvv beta, what you have to do is you have to right click here, and there is a thing called input and output. So if you press this output and then name this contour position, just with this, you won't see anything coming out. But if you connect this, for example, to the counter output, you can then immediately see the output from the counter. So here I have a counter position. Here we have a counter position bin size, and then counter bin size, so counter position bin size, whatever. There's like 3 different nodes. We don't need these 2 for now. I only need this counter position. And then I want to connect this XY output from here to the point. However, the problem right now is the scale in VL and scale in vvvv beta is different. And as you can see, right now, this counter output from VL is actually giving you like a huge number, but the render inside vvvv beta is mapped within -1 to +1. So we have to map this value inside vvv gamma to be able to use inside vvv beta. And the way to do that is quite simple. What we have to do is, first of all, I need to get the resolution of this image, which is 640 by 480. If you type info, then you should be able to get a node called info OpenCV. And if you connect this to the video in, you should be able to get a width and the height. So now if you change this to like 1920 1080, oh, what happened? 1080, yeah. Now this info will give you the number that you just typed, as you can see, but it's dropping the frame, so I'll just go back to 640, 480, 640. Yeah, bigger resolution is not good for counter because it's calculating all the pixel difference. So now 640 by 480, and I want to divide. So I want to divide this counter input value with this value coming out from here. So I type divide, however, as you can see, it's still like weird. Yeah, and then I also want to combine a vector 2D. Oh, wait. Vector 2D, oh yeah, vector 2D join, this one, because I want to combine X and Y as one output. So vector 2D join, and then I'll choose vector 2D. So in VL, you actually have to specify, like, is it a 2D vector or 3D vector? Right now it's a 2D vector. So I'll use 2D vector, and then I'll combine X and Y as one output. And then I'll connect this one to divide here. Okay, so now I want to connect this one here. However, this is a trick with VL or vvv gamma. So we need to sort of like, it doesn't allow you to, like, the logic is a bit different, and I'll just stop explaining. What we have to do here is we right click this guy and we surround for each, and then we press this input pin, and then there's like two different places that we can left click the one above, and now you should be able to connect counter to, oh, wait, why is it not working? Yeah, oh, okay, sorry. I had another thing that I had to do. However, I still can't connect. There should be a reason, and the reason is we need to flatten this value coming out from counter. So as you can see, right now the counter is giving this weird amount of values, and it has like 12, blah, 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 4, blah, blah. It's like a spread of spread. And we have to flatten this out as one output. So if you type flatten, there should be a node called flatten. And this will give you all the value as one spread rather than like defined spread. So now we should be able to connect this flatten out. Yep, to this pin. And then we connect this one to the output. Again, the one below, not the one. So there should be two different places that we can connect, but let's just connect it to here. And then connect this to, was it this one? Yeah. Just delete this one, and then we connect this one here. So now we've got this spread out, which is mapped within the same value coordinate as vvv beta, which is great. So now counter position is out. However, we still have some problem. Our renderer has a point exactly the same as beta, but the coordinate is wrong. So we have to map this inside vvv beta using map node. And then the output coming from here should be 0 to 1, the source minimum and maximum, but the destination minimum has to be -1 to +1. Yeah. And then if we connect this one here, we should be able to get sort of like same result, but we still have a problem. The top and bottom is different. And this is also because of the beta coordinate and the gamma coordinate is a bit different. So what we'll be doing here is we'll use a node called vector 2D split. This one. Yeah. And and then we'll split. So X position is correct. The left is here. The right is here. So X coordinate is correct. So I'll connect this one here. Oh, it's getting a bit messy. But we need to have another map for the y coordinates. So I'll just copy paste, connect this one here, and then I'll flip the destination minimum to 1 and destination maximum to -1. And then I'll use a node called vector 2D join to join X and Y. And then I'll connect this one here. Okay, so now we've got the same coordinate as it was in gamma, VL and beta. So right is here, left is here, top, bottom, everything seems to be correct. So yeah, now we've got the same result as our tutorial and the other video. So as like this one, but without using the packs image, only using VL. Which is great, and it's also fast. Okay, so we're getting really close to the end. Last thing I want to do is, so I want to get this video in rather than the video in from VL, because probably most of you would like to create a video inside vvvv beta and then bypass that using these and then get it out again. So to do so, first thing we have to do is we need to we'll just delete this one, because I don't need because it doesn't allow two different cameras working together. And then I'll again choose my camera here and change the setting, and then turn on enable pin. And then let's try previewing if I'm getting the camera right. Okay, so I've got my camera as an output. So now next thing I have to do is I have to find a way how I can get it into VL. So I need to connect this to this template node. To do so, first of all, I'll click this input thing here. Input, and then create an input. Oh. And then name this texture in. However, as last time, we still don't see any input pin. We need to connect something here. And well, we can try connecting this one here. It gives you a CV input, but however, we can't connect this, and this is because VL has this CV image as an input, and what we're giving from here would not be CV image, will it? So we need to convert this texture out to something that VL can read. So we'll be using a node called as image. I should install DX11. This should be there for you as well. There might be a few different types. If you have different packs installed as image, make sure you have exactly the same one as like here. However, we still cannot connect as image to this template, and that's because the format they have as an input is CV image, and this as image is a little bit different. So we need another node to convert these two, and that node is called from image, I guess. Yeah, so from image is a node that converts your image to a CV image. So this sounds correct. So let's disconnect this one and then connect this texture into from image, and then let's see if we can connect. Yeah, so now, as you can see, this output is called an II image, and this input is called II image, which is exactly the same. So now I can connect my video in image directly to VL. So now you can see VL is showing my camera input with as a CV image. So we're getting really close. So last thing we have to do is we just have to connect this from image out to Grayscale, to draw counter, and also to info. then here we go. Got the same result. The frame rate is dropping, and that's because we have this resolution too high. So if you drop it down to like 640 and 480, you should be able to have exactly the same result as we had inside VL. So now you can create your own. You can create your own texture animation or whatever inside vvvv beta. You can bypass that into VL, do this counter thing, and then get those value out as a point inside vvvv beta and track your favorite stuff. We also have this threshold thing that allow you to threshold the value. So you can also control the amount of contour you want to have. You can also lower down the resolution on inside vvvv beta and things like that. So, and it's also the good thing is this is really fast. I mean, the way process, I think it's way lighter than using CV image pack, this one. So, I mean, yeah, I think this is it. I mean, sorry, it's been a bit long tutorial. Yeah, and we learned all the way from beta to VL how to install like CV image inside VL and things. I mean, the things we learned today was a bit complicated. If you have any question, if you have any problem following this tutorial, please let me know. I hope this helped. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.